Welcome to the fourth hour of the show, Vibes Nation. Wagwan. How you guys doing? Bubbling under sounds of Khalia. Easy, a live acoustic version. And on the other side, we have the beautiful Khalia in the building, or in the Zoom, or in the Google. How you doing? Is it morning? Where you there?
Yeah, I'm in Jamaica. I'm in Kingston. It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
So are you an early riser, or what's the morning routine?
No, I'm definitely not an early riser. I'm awake because I gotta be here for you guys. So.
Come on, you make me feel so. You make me feel bad that I had to wake you up to do this interview.
No, listen. I love Kenya. Shows me love all the time.
Yeah.
So, I definitely have to show some love back. No problem.
For real. So can you remember while you're recording I don't know if you've ever heard we played the acoustic version of Easy. Do you remember that session when you were recording it? How was it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was during COVID, so it was one of the many virtual performances that we did. But I did it with my band, and we did it just for my content. It wasn't for a show or anything like that. So we got to choose how we wanted the set, because it was us that was basically creating the content. So what I wanted to wear, the colors, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, loads of fun. I love performing. For real.
So you have actually made me also wear my sunglasses, because yours are pretty. So are you a shy girl, or why wear sunglasses, in the morning?
Because as I said, I'm not an early riser, so.
Oh my God!
You don't want to see what's behind these eyes.
You're good. Maybe just flash it up a little bit. Just.
No. Maybe in a few hours.
For real. So now, born in Jamaica, grew up in Jamaica for some couple of years. Then you and your moms, moved to the UK. I have this question, and I also ask most of the Jamaican citizens who are artists who reside in the UK but still visit Jamaica. For example, Stylo G, up to now, he has never I feel like he has never been accepted down a yard, Christopher Ellis, faces the same thing, these guys, will put out good records, massive records, but still Jamaica doesn't show them love. Though they're Jamaican 100%. Do you feel that way, or your journey has been different?
Definitely in the beginning, I felt that way, but I think the difference between me and Stylo and Christopher Ellis, I actually live here now. I'm not sure if they live here. I've seen Christopher here a few times, and Stylo as well. So I've spent a lot of time, even though people still don't realize, but it did take me a long time. And I think, I was putting out records, and it wasn't until Easy, the song that you played, wasn't until I put that song out that the Jamaican people here actually were checking for me. Before that, if you looked at my statistics on Instagram, it would have been Brazil, #1, Colombia in my following, and even in my streaming and my views on YouTube, and even the comments, you see Latin American people commenting. But yeah, once I put out Easy, there was a shift, and so now, I'd say they might gravitate to me. It did take them some time, but I feel like we reach them heart now. For real. So I was introduced to you by Tony C.D. Kelly. I remember him, sending me your record, Heno, this is a new art, I've signed, to Khalicia's. Then I remember ZJ Sparks. Also, you have a project with ZJ Sparks. Big up ZJ Sparks, that's family. You're like, Heno, you have to play Khalia upon radio. How Sparks, moves and, that was like, I've gotten the records, but I need more of those. So how did you connect, with the two, and you're the first actually act to be signed under Khalicia's production. So walk us through that, process and that journey up to where you are right now. It was definitely, I say, a blessing. You know, I was in Miami and I spotted Shaggy, and I had the courage to speak to him, ask him, "Oh, can I send you some music?" I did. He gave me an email. We really did think that the email was a fake.
Yeah.
But, he did actually respond to me eventually, saying, "You know, I know somebody that you can work with," because I mentioned to him I was on my way to Jamaica after that. And he said Tony Kelly, gave me the number, and pretty much the rest is history, you know. With Sparks as well. Sparks, she was working on a project and come on to say, yeah, she wanted to be on it. She bring the beat and everything, and in the studio at the same time we just chop it up. Cause you hear her on the song as well.
Yeah.
Her speaking on the track. So the same time that I was recording my part, she was recording her part. So it was just energy, you know.
For real. So are you still under Khalicia's, or you're doing your own thing right now?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we still work together. You know, still putting in the work same way.
Yeah. For real. So musical. But projects that you have put out, you know, we have this brand new single, you know, that your Silly Walks Discotheque have produced. We're gonna be speaking about that in a bit. But you know, some of the works that you have done, you know, which one do you feel like has had the highest impact after Easy? Which record, which song do you feel?
After Easy, I'd say Wildfire with Dre
Island. Yeah. Gone. Big tune. Yeah.
I'd say that one. You know, that and Easy are actually my favorite songs to perform.
Yeah.
Not because of the impact, but Easy gives me a vibe. It makes me emotional on stage.
Yeah.
And then Wildfire, it just gives me an energy where just, you know, just, you know what I mean? So maybe that's the same thing that the people feel, and that's why it's had that impact. I don't know.
And you also have, you know, a record with my brother Stoneboy. You know, speak to us how that collaboration came about. You know, he recently put out his fifth Dimension, the studio album. You know, speak to us how did that link come about?
Yeah, man, big up Stoneboy anyway in there, because him and Tifa, I'd say, even Busy Signal. So I work with these artists, Stoneboy, before I put out any songs. Stoneboy, he was in Jamaica, and in link with Tony Kelly at the time. I was basically at the studio every single day, just recording. So he passed through and I was there, and we said, all right, we could make a song together. And as I said, bear in mind, I didn't have no music out at the time. We just hear the songs that we were working on already, and him say, yeah, all right, maybe that tune with you. So I have to say big up to Stoneboy every time, because I respect him for that. It's not every artist is gonna say, well, you know, usually them are gonna say, well, how much followers they have, who are you?
Give me the numbers, blah, blah, give me the data. Yeah.
What's the numbers? What's in it for me? So yeah, man, but I always have to respect Stoneboy for that. And the song them come out good. We have 2 songs together. One is me featuring him, and the other is him featuring me, which he put on his episodes of Mama album.
For real. So let's speak about just a little bit about the collaborations. Any other African cats or acts that you are planning to do collaboration with? Of course, I'm gonna send you a rhythm, or you're gonna voice for me, you know. But any other person that you know, you know, say me a producer too, you know. So yeah, I have to plug myself. I have to plug myself too, you know, to a big time artist like you. But any other, you know, African cats or artists that you know you're looking, you know, you there for look upon?
With collaborations, usually they just happen, and that's what I love about them. Like it just either we build the song, or we say this person could go on it, because based on the energy of the song, or we're just in the studio together, and it just happens. So I've never really meds stuff like that. But if I think off the top of my head, I love one they call. He's pretty cool. Who else? Tiwa Savage, love her as well.
Fire.
Yeah, man. Holy fuck, people, I can't think off the top of my head right now.
Any East African cats?
Yeah.
Because you just mentioned West African artists. We have I'm from the eastern side of Africa. Sauti Sol them, you know, the Calligraph Jones them, you know. Come on, Khalia, come on.
Oh
come on.
She's a heartbreaker.
Yeah. You don't know.
The thing is, yeah, definitely. As I say, I think that's at the top of my head. But yeah, Sauti Soul is really bad.
Definitely, it's all good. So, do you feel any kind of pressure? Cause say you work under, Tony CDK. This is a Grammy winning producer. Has been nominated a couple of times. Are you under any kind of pressure? Working under him because the spotlight there upon you. And everybody is looking out, and you have to, do your thing, and also satisfy yourself as an artist, and also live up to the pressure. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe I felt like that in the very beginning, but I've put out so much music now. I think I've solidified myself as an artist, without being Tony Kelly's artist that he signed. I'm now Khalia. So, yeah, I don't feel that pressure in that way, no.
Yeah. So where are some of the favorite places in the world that you love to perform, or you would love to perform, or you have performed?
We did a Latin American tour, which we did a few countries. Colombia was fun. I still have not touched down on African soil. Of course, me want to come to Kenya.
Come on.
I want to be in Uganda. I want to be in Nigeria, Ghana. Those are the countries off the top of my head that I know show me so much love.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to feel the energy of the people in real life. So I know it's gonna happen. I don't know when, but hopefully sometime soon I'll be there.
Yeah, for real. So let's jump into this brand new record. And I remember Abby, big shout out to Abby Roll. She sent me the record. She was like, yo, Kayla has a new single coming out on Friday. But I was on the road, so we couldn't do this interview last week, So big shout out to her. And I also know Silly Walks Discotheque, the two brothers, known them for years, been playing their music and supporting them for a hot minute. How did that, collaboration come about? Cause, say, Flowers. Ooh, I think, to be honest, you outdid Miley Cyrus. Anyway, that's my own opinion. Nobody has had that. But how did that collaboration come about? Yeah,
I love the song from the moment I heard it. And Silly Walks, they were visiting Jamaica. And they linked me saying, we want to do a reggae version of this, and we think you have the perfect voice. Are you interested? I said, yeah, I'm down, because I already love the song. Yeah. And then contact me on the Tuesday, and by Sunday we were shooting the video. It was so seamless. The energy was nice. Yeah, man. And all the instruments that you hear, the instrumental is actually live music. Yeah. Live. Some of Jamaica's most talented and most seasoned musicians actually playing. So I always have to big up Silly Walks, because them take the music really serious, and them they care about it. You can tell. So yeah, man, that's really how it came about.
I mean, from day one, listen, I've seen them behind the scenes. They've worked with a couple of artist friends of mine. Chronix, J9, Roman Vago, and I've seen the whole process. Them getting Dean Fraser. Them getting guitarist, Unga Barunga, I think also. I don't know if he was part of that project, but I've seen, say, them travel from Germany, they take their time, come to Jamaica for a month, and, so that is the kind of work ethics that, you'd love to be associated with?
Yeah, definitely, because at the end of the day, of course, this is my career, so you want to make money from it, but first it was my love before anything. So to be in studio and in contact with people who genuinely love music the same way I do is a great energy, because say them not do it to just make a quick food or culture vulture, like they genuinely care about the music.
So how explain to the audience, the Vibes Nation, how does that work? Because you've done a cover for Miley Cyrus's record, do they get some little bit of bread? Do you get some bread? Like, how does that work? Will we see it being flagged after 6 months, like, yo, this song blew up? No, we don't. Like, how does that work?
No, listen, whatever we do, even with One Dance, we went to Uncle Barris and we asked for his blessing, with the song Wildfire as well. There are So we do things properly, you know,
professionally,
nothing like that. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we do things them right.
Yeah, for real. So let me just give the audience a piece of the record. Then we have continue with the conversation. VybezRadio. This is the Flowers, Khalia, and Silly Walks. Listen in.
Every weekday from 3 to 7 p.m. VybezRadio. Nobody can stop.